Most NBA fans know Giannis Antetokounmpo as the humble superstar, the smiling giant who dominates every arena he steps into. But behind the highlight reels and MVP trophies, there's a dark, painful side of his journey that almost no one talks about. Before he became the Greek Freak, Giannis lived a life filled with fear, struggle, and uncertainty. His family was undocumented, living day-to-day in Greece with no security and almost no money. Giannis and his brothers had to sell items on the streets just to survive. Every day brought a new challenge: police pressure, racism, and the constant fear of being deported. Even after reaching the NBA, his battle wasn't over. Giannis didn't speak English, felt completely alone, and carried the pressure of supporting his entire family back home. Many nights he cried in silence, unsure whether he would even last in the league, and then came the moment that broke him. Emotionally, the sudden death of his father. That pain transformed Giannis forever, shaping him into the relentless competitor we see today. Giannis's journey isn't just inspirational. It's a story of survival, sacrifice, and strength the world rarely sees. Giannis Antetokounmpo is one of the most dominant forces the NBA has ever seen, a two-way monster who crashes through defenses like they're nothing. But what most fans don't know is that behind the power, the smile, and the trophies, there is a dark, painful story that shaped the Greek Freak into who he is today. His journey isn't just inspirational, it's filled with fear, heartbreak, and silent battles the world never saw. Before entering the NBA, Giannis lived a childhood far different from the lifestyle of today's superstars. He was born to Nigerian parents who moved to Greece, searching for a better life, but instead found themselves undocumented and struggling every single day. Giannis and his brothers didn't grow up worrying about basketball, they grew up worrying about survival. They walked the streets selling sunglasses, CDs, toys, anything they could find, just to help their parents pay for food. Police harassment, racism, and the constant fear of deportation followed them everywhere. Giannis didn't even have citizenship. Imagine chasing your dreams while knowing you don't legally belong anywhere. When he finally reached the NBA, the struggle wasn't over. Giannis arrived in America with almost no English, no confidence, and a fear that one bad season could ruin everything for his family back home. He often cried alone during his rookie year, homesick and scared he wasn't good enough. While fans saw a skinny kid trying to fit in, Giannis was carrying the weight of an entire family. But the hardest moment of his life came in 2017, when his father, Charles, passed away unexpectedly. Giannis was broken. He questioned everything: his purpose, his future, even his love for the game. That heartbreak changed him forever. It turned his pain into obsession, his sadness into motivation, and his doubts into the hunger that made him a champion. Giannis's journey is a reminder that greatness is built in darkness, not comfort. Behind every MVP trophy stands a man who fought through fear, loss, and unimaginable pressure. This is the side of Giannis the world rarely sees, but it's the reason he became unstoppable. Giannis Antetokounmpo's rise to NBA superstardom looks like a fairy tale from the outside. But the truth behind his journey is much darker, heavier, and more emotional than most fans realize. Before the trophies, before the MVP titles, before the world called him the Greek Freak, Giannis was a kid fighting to survive every single day. Growing up in Greece as the son of undocumented Nigerian immigrants, Giannis lived a childhood filled with insecurity and fear. His family had no legal papers, no stable income, and no guarantee they would even be allowed to stay in the country. Giannis and his brothers spent hours selling watches, sunglasses, and CDs on the streets just to help their parents afford basic food. Every day came with risks, racism, police pressure, and the constant fear that their family could be separated at any moment. These challenges didn't just shape him, they hardened him. But even after reaching the NBA, Giannis faced another kind of struggle. He arrived in America with very limited English, barely any confidence, and the weight of an entire family depending on him. While fans saw a skinny rookie trying to fit in, Giannis spent nights crying alone, overwhelmed by pressure and loneliness. He trained relentlessly, not because he wanted fame, but because he feared failure would destroy everything his family sacrificed. Then came the darkest chapter of his life, the sudden death of his father. Giannis was shattered. The man who inspired him, supported him, and taught him discipline was gone. That pain pushed Giannis into a new mindset. He would honor his father by becoming the greatest version of himself. Giannis's journey isn't just inspiring, it's a reminder that true greatness is forged in struggle. Behind every win, there's a battle the world never saw. Giannis Antetokounmpo is one of the most unstoppable players the NBA has ever seen. But behind the strength, behind the smile, and behind the superstar image, there is a much darker, deeper story the world rarely talks about. His journey to the top wasn't built on comfort. It was built on survival, struggle, and moments that could have broken anyone else. Growing up in Greece as the son of undocumented immigrants, Giannis' childhood was filled with constant fear. His family wasn't legally recognized in the country, which meant no stable home, no steady income, and no protection. Every day, Giannis and his brothers walked through the streets selling small items just to help their parents afford food. They faced racism, police pressure, and the fear that they could lose everything overnight. Giannis learned early that life doesn't give you anything, you fight for every small thing you get, even after making it to the NBA. The struggle didn't stop. Giannis arrived in the U.S. unable to speak English, overwhelmed by loneliness, and terrified that one mistake could end his dream. While fans saw a skinny kid with potential, Giannis was quietly dealing with mental pressure most rookies never experience. He pushed himself harder than anyone just to keep his family safe, but the darkest moment came in 2017. When his father suddenly passed away, Giannis was devastated. The man who taught him strength, sacrifice, and discipline was gone forever. That pain changed Giannis. It turned him into a warrior, a player driven not by fame, but by purpose. Giannis's journey is a powerful reminder that greatness comes from surviving the darkness, not avoiding it. While Giannis Antetokounmpo's rise to NBA superstardom is celebrated worldwide, there's a darker, often overlooked side to his journey. Behind the dazzling dunks, MVP awards, and championship glory lies a story of immense personal sacrifice, relentless pressure, and emotional turmoil. Success at his level doesn't come without cost. And Giannis's path has been no exception. From a young age, Giannis faced the harsh realities of life. Growing up in poverty in Athens, Greece, with parents struggling to make ends meet, he was acutely aware that failure wasn't an option. The weight of responsibility fell heavily on his shoulders, not just for his own future, but for the well-being of his entire family. Every missed shot or lost game carried not only professional consequences, but emotional ones, magnifying the pressure to succeed. Even in the NBA, the challenges didn't disappear. The relentless schedule, grueling travel, and constant media scrutiny have taken a toll on his mental and physical health. Injuries are part of the game, but for Giannis, every setback has been magnified by the expectations of fans, teammates, and sponsors. Off the court, he has faced moments of doubt, criticism, and isolation. Struggles that rarely make headlines. Moreover, the personal sacrifices required to maintain his elite performance are immense. Time with friends and family is limited, personal hobbies are sidelined, and the constant drive for improvement leaves little room for rest. The glory of success masks the hidden hardships, the anxiety, exhaustion, and pressure that come with being at the very top of professional basketball. Giannis' story reminds us that behind every championship and highlight reel, there's a human being confronting the unseen challenges of fame and ambition. His triumphs are extraordinary, but they are built on sacrifices most fans never witness, revealing the complex reality of what it truly means to become the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo's journey is more than just a story of basketball greatness. It's a testament to resilience, hard work, and unwavering determination. From the streets of Athens to the bright lights of the NBA, he has shown the world that talent alone isn't enough. It's the grind, the sacrifices, and the relentless pursuit of improvement that create a true champion. But as we've seen, His story also reminds us that success comes with a price. The fame, the accolades, and the victories often hide the struggles, the pressure, and the personal sacrifices behind the scenes. Giannis' journey teaches us that even heroes face challenges, doubts, and moments of pain, things that don't make it to the highlight reels. For aspiring athletes and fans alike, there's a powerful lesson in his story. Greatness isn't just about skill. It's about resilience, heart, and the courage to keep pushing forward. Even when the odds are stacked against you, Giannis's legacy is still being written. But one thing is clear, he has redefined what it means to rise from nothing and achieve everything. So, as we celebrate the Greek freak, let's remember the man behind the legend, the struggles behind the glory, and the journey that continues to inspire millions around the world.